What is going on, collective? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazi, your favorite Cali reader. It has been a while, you guys, so really fast I am gonna give you a small update on life and why I haven't been as present as I would have obviously liked to been, and I feel like needed to been, but you know, life be lifing, as I always say. And I needed to really take time to honor what, you know, where I was currently at in my, you know, part of my journey in my life. So quick update on that, and then I am going to do a collective message before I actually get into recording readings for all the signs for upcoming June. Normally I don't do like readings for the actual month, but you know, we'll see how that goes. My readings are always timeless, as always, so whenever they find you is when there is a message there meant for you. So I am gonna just, you know, quickly update you guys real fast on what's been going on with me, for those that are interested, that do actually, you know, care about where the fuck I've been. That this is for you. For those that, you know, don't care and just want to get to the reading, by all means you can skip forward. Okay, so really fast. So let's see, Mother's Day, that same evening, I ended up with what the Western medicine would call a sinus infection. And that literally took me fucking out. Like, it had my fucking head hurting, had my nose stuffed up, running, fucking just, my throat was on fire. Like it really affected me physically. And now looking back, hindsight, I haven't been really doing the things, like the way the planet is shifting, the way that Mother Gaia, the energies are, you know, elevating and evolving and raising. If we're not matching that frequency, our bodies physically is really going to feel it. And that's pretty much what was happening to me. And it wasn't just because of the things that I've kind of like haven't been doing as much of as I know I should, but it's also the things that I was consuming and intaking, people that I've been around, and, you know, different things like that, habits and things that I'm still working on breaking and, you know, freeing myself from, you know, has really kind of like been weighing on me. And, you know, that's just keeping it completely 1,000 with you, and being transparent that, you know, at the end of the day, us who, you know, read for other people doesn't mean that our lives are perfect, meaning that they're not without flaw. We still have our struggles as readers, as spiritual people, and you know, people with practices that, you know, help other people. It doesn't mean that we don't still have our own day-to-day struggles, because we definitely fucking do. We're, at the end of the day, we're still spiritual beings having a human experience. So challenges come with that experience. We still are constantly learning as we're teaching. We're constantly growing as we're helping others grow. We're constantly healing as we're helping others heal. So while we're, you know, here to and doing our best to help other people, assist them on their journey, we're still having to assist ourselves on our own. And a lot of us, I'm learning, don't have that type of support. Like, a lot of people who are going through the journey, they have a lot of people that they could turn to for support. But a lot of us who are more deep in the journey and maybe a little bit further along in the journey don't have as much support as we could really use or need. So, or at least our support is more ethereal versus physical, right? So, so a lot of the stuff that I've been dealing with lately, a lot of it I've kind of like faced on my own, and, you know, and that's like become a more normal thing for me. It doesn't make it easier, but it's just what the fuck it is. And it doesn't mean that I don't have a few people in the background that I, you know, kind of reach out to, but it's very minimal, very, very minimal. So it's, you know, a lot of the stuff that I deal with personally, I don't share, not even online, but let alone with people that I know. You know, a lot of it I've learned to deal with on my own, not because I just don't have a lot of people that I trust, that I feel like really understand, that really, you know, that I can be truly, truly vulnerable with, and that isn't like wanting me to be vulnerable for some other type of motive or agenda. And that's just, you know, keeping it 1,000 with you. And that's not coming from a place of, you know, paranoia or things that I've already experienced. That's just how I feel. That's just my intuitive energy, is just like, you know, boundary with that, you know, keep certain things to yourself, deal with certain things on your own type of thing. That's just my guidance. And so I have to, you know, honor that. So anyway, following that sinus infection that I had for literally a whole week after that, my son then fell ill, and I ended up having to keep him home from school from Wednesday to Friday of that following week. After I barely was starting to get better, I had to keep him home, and then turn around, and the little energy that I started finally having for myself, I had to then pour into him to get him back on track. So it was just kind of like one thing after the other. And then my cousin, I just lost yesterday. to Cancer. So, you know, dealing with that whole thing, you know, it was kind of like having to, while I was really deep in, it was like that same day that I realized that I had a sinus infection was the same day that I went to go see him, when we learned that how bad it really was. So it was just like, fuck. So during that whole time, I'm trying to get better, because I know how when you try to go see people in a hospital, right, whatever you're dealing with can easily make their situation worse. If they're already energetically on a very low vibration, it can make their situation worse. So that's why I had to like choose, you know, for not only my sake, but for his sake, to kind of, you know, stay away and try to help myself get better before I went back to go see him. So by the time I went back to go see him, he was, you know, unfortunately gone. So I'm grateful though that I did get to at least, you know, show up for him when I did. And, you know, but yesterday I spent a lot of time with family, and, you know, first thing in the morning, which I don't even communicate with anybody before, you know, 12 o'clock, let alone 10 a.m. But I did then go see him, you know, already transitioned before 10 o'clock. And that was, you know, enough for me in itself. But, you know, having to, you know, be there, not having to, but choosing to be as present and supportive as I could be for my family yesterday. So it's just been a rough, let's say, beginning of May. Okay. So yeah, it's been a lot. So like I said, for those that, you know, have cared to be, you know, to wonder where I've been, how come I haven't been recording, I obviously have lost, you know, a good handful of subscribers, and that's totally fine. It just shows me who really fucks with you and who doesn't, right? And it's really that simple, and that's okay. You know, but at the end of the day, we still have lives, right? As you guys do, you know, us who are creators, we do as well. And it's just, you know, what the fuck it is. So now that that is set aside, I'm feeling a whole lot fucking better, and just, you know, now doing my best to kind of get back on track, get back in the mode of recording and reading and all those things. So here we are. Like I said, I'm going to start off with the message for the collective, get into that for you guys, for what, you know, the beginning of June is looking like for you, what's coming in. So I'm just going to grab a few oracle cards for a theme, to figure out, you know, what's, you know, what you guys can look forward to, what you can expect, what's kind of coming down the pipeline, stepping into the beginning of June, which is, I believe, tomorrow's June 1st. Today I'm recording this on the 30th of May. So we're going to see, you know, for the collective, what's coming down the pipeline for the beginning of June for you, and then, you know, go from there. So for the collective spirit, what is coming through for the collective for June, for the beginning of June? What can they look forward to? What do they need to know? What can they expect? Be made aware of the collective for the beginning of June, please. So I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're, you know, doing your best to stay as, you know, spiritually aligned as possible, because when you do so, it supports you physically. It supports your physical body. Okay. So changes in your finances. Okay. Financial health. So it seems like some of you, collective empowerment here at the bottom, some of you have opportunities that are coming in at this time. And it makes sense, because as the seasons change, we're coming out of that whole winter kind of like planting season into the harvesting season, into starting to finally see the sprouts, right? We pass spring. So spring is when kind of like things start sprouting up. That's the time to like actually make plants, actually plant seeds and things like that. And then this is like that coming into June is like that summertime of harvesting, of like starting to see, you know, that, oh, it's actually working. Oh, I actually did, you know, plant a good foundation for whatever the seed is. So it feels like some of you are, it feels like things are going to start changing in a positive way when it comes to your finances. Some of you, like I said, maybe getting a new job. Some of you may be getting promotions. Others of you, like myself, who are business owners, entrepreneurs, things like that. It feels like some of you are coming into maybe new ways of running your business. Okay. It feels like maybe some of you, your not your finances, but your business may be going in a different direction. Some of you may be being guided to add services or launch a certain product, things like that. So if that's something you've been considering, this is going to be the perfect time to do it. See what I'm saying? Come through, spirit. Okay, cornucopia. All right, card 11. So some of you, this is a portal energy. Okay, this is like some of you are stepping into literally like a new life. Okay, and you're being asked to kind of like grab the bull with both hands, right? Grab opportunities with both hands. Don't let anything slip by, pass you by without thoroughly taking a look at it. It's not to say that every opportunity that presents itself is going to be for you. It's not to say that every opportunity is going to be, you know, fruitful or lucrative, right? But it is to say that I would at least look at every opportunity, at least analyze it, at least, you know, put in that research, that thought process into every opportunity that crosses your path, right? And give it that proper, you know, analysis to see, could this actually work for me, before you just discard it and, you know, write it off as if it won't work or if it's not for you, without even properly, you know what I'm saying, giving it a chance. Because it's sometimes, you know, those opportunities that present themselves in a like unexpected way that tend to be the best, and we sometimes will miss that because it didn't show up in the way that we thought it should, or, you know, that we wanted it to. So you don't want to miss out on, you know, opportunities. But this is also to say that for those of you that have been, you know, like I said, considering launching this product or putting out this book or starting this, you know, this website or you know, putting out this service, whatever it is, even for those of you that are considering quitting your job and starting your own business, this is like that time to really believe in yourself, okay? To really trust in your process. Again, like I said, believe in yourself. That's exactly what this card is about. You know, believing in yourself, believing in what you're being guided to do, to really step into your power, step into your light, and know that, you know, you have the divine supporting you and backing you in whatever it is that you're trying to do or you're being guided to do at this time, okay? But it's a matter of you believing in yourself as well, all right? Look, at the bottom, new life. I haven't even pulled a card from here yet. Like, I already said that. So this is confirmation for someone, okay? That this period, stepping into June, some of you are literally stepping through maybe a portal, stepping into maybe a new timeline, a new realm, a new reality, okay? And that's, I know for me, something I've definitely been trying, you know, doing my best using this time, this downtime that I've kind of like been kind of forced into. It's like forced me to, it's like if I can't do anything physically, where, you know, stuff like this it takes more energy from me, and it like really wears me out or drains me. What I can do though, while I'm laying in bed and, you know, in pain or whatever it is, I've been taking that time to work on my mindset. You know, I've been still doing things energetically and, you know, behind the scenes mentally. So for some of you, this is like a really opportune time to do that as well, to where even if you don't feel like you can take proper action, you can still do stuff in the mental space, in the mental realm, etherically, right? In your mind. When it comes to the opportunities that you're looking for or that you're trying to call into yourself, you can still do something. Even if you feel like you can't do much, there's still something you can do. So even if it's just at the bare minimum of tapping into your mental space and, you know, really focusing on what you want to see going forward, then do that. So it's like, you know, there's always at least something you can do, even if it feels like it's something small or it doesn't make a difference. Don't discount the small things, right? It's just the same thing as like having the faith, how they say having the faith of a mustard seed, how that seed is so freaking small, but sometimes that is all you need, where that little tiny thing, a whole tree can, you know, literally grow from that tiny little seed, right? So it's like, don't discount, don't downplay the strength of something so small, or having the faith of something so small, or an action that you can take that feels really small that can actually turn out to be, you know, something huge, okay? So let's see, what else for the collective? What else is going on for them? Coming into June. Feels like whatever you guys have been working towards, even if it's, like I said, in the mental space, you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor. And for those of you that have been actually planting seeds physically, meaning you're taking action where you can in other kind of ways, that's going to show as well. So we have all that glitters, okay? So this is about something isn't what it seems, okay? So like I said, for some of you, it may be seeming like something isn't working. It may seem like something isn't growing, but it really is, okay? And we also have hostilities here at the bottom, okay, with door to spirit. So some of you are, like I said, spirit is opening doors for you, but you guys may have people around you that aren't gonna want to see you do well, that aren't going to be happy about, you know, these opportunities or these blessings that are coming towards you. So this is, I feel like, an indication to not let naysayers around you or people that you find are jealous, or, you know what I'm saying, don't let them deter you from what is, you know, trying to present itself to you, okay? It feels like you guys also, some of you may be having this, it also feels kind of like a heads up for some of you that you may have people around you that are pretending to be supportive, that may be pretending to be on your side. They may be pretending to, you know, really support what it is that you're doing, okay, what it is that you're trying to create. And I feels like, you know, these people are wearing a mask, and you're going to really see, you know, who's really for you and who's not when you start actually, you know, making a come up. Okay, so that's why it feels like some of you may have people around you that are trying to control you, and this is your opportunity here. This is your indication, letting you know that you need to, that some of you need to take, you know, that control back into your own hands. Don't let anybody control you, your decisions, or your finances. Okay, because it feels like I said, some of you may be coming into a lot of money, and you have people around you that maybe then try to tell you what to do with it. And it's like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? I manifested this. So it's like important that even if you have a spouse, don't let, you know, other people around you try to then tell you what to do with it. Because if they had that type of, you know, true knowledge or, you know, power to like really help you properly and help you invest properly, they would have did it themselves, right? So this is like an indication to let you know that you have major blessings that are coming in, collective, and you have to be cognizant of those around you that maybe don't have the best intentions, or may pretend that they know better than you, but they really don't. Okay, so like I said, that's not going to be for all of you, but you know, just it's something to be mindful of, to be, you know, like I said, cognizant of the people around you that are pretending to know, to be able to tell you what to do with it. But it's like, if you were really, you know, so versed in that, why didn't you manifest it yourself? You see what I'm saying? So or at least, you know, take people's advice if that's what this is, or people are trying to, you know, tell you, you know, what they think you should do. Take it with a grain of salt. Oh, okay, thanks, you know, and just keep it pushing, okay? But like I said, be mindful of people around you that may try to, so to speak, kind of like fight you for, you know, the blessings that are coming into you. I would highly recommend, you know, keeping yourself safe, because you guys are definitely coming into, you know, success, financial prosperity. Like I said, these are positive shifts that are taking place for you financially, definitely, regarding your finances. But obviously, you know, abundance comes in many forms, not just money or not just material items. So let's see what else. Good collective. What's going on for them coming into June? Princess of Cups. So this feels like you're, some of you, this has to do with your creativity, something that you've been creating, something that some of you have been kind of like working on. It's like it's starting to finally sprout. It's starting to finally catch like momentum. Okay, for others of you, this is your optimism paying off. Okay, like your the way that some of you have been kind of like just moving and trusting the process, trusting the universe. It's like that is paying off in a major way here. Okay, some of you, this could also be new love, but mind yourself that not everyone that comes to you, some people come to you as a test. Okay, so some of you, this could definitely be a new person that's coming to you, you know, as if they're like, you know, everything you need, but it's because you're just coming into some blessings. So this could be the universe's way of testing you to see, you know, are you just going to take the first thing that comes to you, or are you going to be more mindful? Because, you know, people coming in as a page, they don't have much to offer. Okay, they still have some maturing to do. So some of you, this is, you know, like I said, maybe an opportunity here that's presented itself to let you know that before we give you all these blessings, we got to make sure that you're not going to be duped, right, by people wearing a mask around you that are just trying to control, you know, your finances, or control your blessings, or, you know what I'm saying, you know, cause problems with you, argue with you about your own abundance. Okay, people that are just coming into fresh into the situation, you know, coming in as like a masculine, coming in as like an emperor, right? But they're really a page. Okay, so this is being mindful of those type of energies that may be, you know, trying to present themselves to you. Okay, but sometimes the universe's way of seeing, are you ready for what you're asking for? So let's see what else. Hermit. Okay, Virgo energy. So some of you may be a Virgo, you may be dealing with one, but this is also about, you know, taking time for yourself. Okay, it feels like when these blessings start pouring in for you, collective, that some of you may really benefit by, you know, not expressing, not being so open about what's going on, about what you're coming into. Okay, this is about really, you know, taking the time to sit with yourself and be like, okay, how can I make the best of this and the most of this, you know, of these, you know, blessings, of this abundance? How can I invest it, right? And really, you know, allowing yourself to play with that idea as if you were a kid, right? Without putting the stipulations that adults, right, would normally put on our opportunities. Don't block yourself like that. So some of you, you know, are really being asked to like be more optimistic, be more playful with your abundance when it comes in, okay? Don't take it so serious, right? It's like that balance of keeping it to yourself as you're guided to, but don't take it so serious as to where it becomes stressful and you become worrisome about losing it, right? That's how we create resistance. And the next thing you know, you do lose it. So let's see, what else? Because it's like this feels like an opportunity to where, or a situation where some of you may be tempted to go to seek your answers outside of yourself and seek someone's advice or guidance from someone else. But some of you are really being guided at this time to really trust your own inner guidance at this time, to trust yourself, okay? But also this is about doing, you know, continuing to do the shadow work, continuing to go within, and, you know, if there are things coming up about these, you know, this abundance or whatever this is, this financial growth that some of you are experiencing, where some of you are feeling like it's too good to be true, that is an indication that there is just some underlying, you know, limiting beliefs that we could work through, to let us know that no, we actually do deserve this. This isn't too good to be true. If other people can experience this, I can as well. Okay, so let's see what else. Three of Wands. Yeah, this is something you've been waiting for, collective. Okay, and it feels like it's finally presenting itself. So don't let, you know, like I said, naysayers or negative ass Nancys around you deter you or make you feel like this isn't possible, or oh, you're like, that's not gonna last long, right? It's like your life is changing in a major way. But for some of you, this could be a Scorpio energy around you, someone that makes you think that they're on your side, they're supporting you, but they really don't. Okay, but others of you, like I said, this you know, represents transformation. Okay, like something life-changing. Things are never going to be the same after this. This is for some of you stepping into a new life, like a whole brand new timeline. For some of you, like I said, this is like the ending of an era, because that's what the Death card represents, is not only major transformation as it is a major arcana, but as in, you know, the death of an old life stepping into a new life, death and rebirth. That is what this card represents, and that's what's at the bottom of the deck. So this is what you don't even see. Like some of you, collective, are stepping into a major transformative period in your life, in your journey. Okay, like I said, this is something you've been waiting for. This is something some of you have been really doing your best to take action where you can, how you can. Okay, it's like we don't always have, you know, the financial or material resources to act on certain things the way we want to, but if you can't act in those ways, that's where your mental comes in, where you act in your mind, you do it with your imagination. Okay, so let's get overall outcome message. Overall outcome for the collective. All right, Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is again about protecting your blessings, protecting, you know, what you've been working so hard for. Okay, some of you may be rejecting suitors or people that are coming in. You know, like I said, this could be new people or people coming back around apologizing to you, you know, because they see that you're doing better, they see that you're doing well. So this is, you know, kind of like I'm keeping what I've been working so hard for, I'm protecting it with all I have, and setting healthy boundaries, and not only setting the boundaries, but executing them, meaning acting on them. So some of you, this is, you know, also about your resilience. Okay, so this is like this, you guys have so much that's coming in, so it's important for you to not give up at this time. If you need to fall back from certain people and get your mind right because of how close you are to your blessings, but how close things are to coming in, then do that. Okay, take the time you need to yourself, but this is, you know, your indication to not give up. Do not quit. Okay, because you guys are too close. You're too close to manifesting so much positive, abundant financial increase and changes to quit right now. Okay, so if you have people around you that are in this hostile ass energy that are trying to control you and all that, this is your indication to that spirit is opening up doors for you to, you know, turn that down, to, you know, reject certain things that aren't meant for you. So this is your indication to see that clearly. Okay, to, you know, see past and beyond the mask that people around you are trying to wear, or trying to make you, you know, think that they're, like I said, supportive of you, but they're really not, or they're just only around you for what they can gain, trying to, you know, ride your coattail or jump on the bandwagon of the healing and, you know, the shadow work and all that you've been doing. That's allowing these blessings to come in. Some of you are, that's what this could be as well. What Spirit just gave me is some of you may be having people coming back around that are trying to apologize to you, that are seeing how well you're doing or how well you're about to do. And it's like now they want to come back around, and Spirit is like, no, you need to stay to yourself, okay, while these blessings come in, and protect yourself. Have boundaries with these people that are trying to pretend that they're on the same level as you, that they're on the same frequency as you, but they haven't, but they're wearing a mask. They haven't done the work. They haven't done the inner work that you've been doing to even bring this in, to allow this into your experience, to align with this. So don't let people come back around with their little sorry ass apologies or little tiny ass offers when you deserve so much more than that, okay? So let me get one more card from your ancestors. Let's see. Benevolent ancestors of the collective, for their highest and greatest good. What is the message for the collective, please, as we step into June? Message for, look at that, soul awakening, okay? So you guys are stepping into what you're really supposed to be doing at this time, who you're really supposed to be. This is like reclaiming your power. It's like some of you are going through a spiritual awakening. That could be what that death card is representing as well, is that some of you are awakening to how powerful you really are, how magnetic you really are, how energetically attractive you really are. And that's what's aligning you to this new life, to these new changes, these blessings that are coming in, and why some of you are really being asked to have boundaries at this time, to really not give up, because, you know, it's like you're awakening to who you really are. Look at that. 2 eyelashes that are like going in, like, it looks like a Pisces sign. That's so funny. Anyway, so yeah, let's get one more. So card number 28. 28 reduces to a 10. So some of you may be seeing 10-10. And we have 9-9 here as well. So those numbers may be of significance. Maybe seeing 11-11. Okay, and then we have cleansing. So it came, both of these came in reverse, each, even though I don't take these cards in reverse, but just, you know, letting you know how they came out. We also have 6. So some of you, this is a really good time to cleanse your energy, cleanse your space, cleanse your aura. Okay, so whether that's by meditation, visualization, you know, regularly saging, doing, you know, rituals and practices, things like that. I do some of all of it. Okay, even if that means burning candles, taking spiritual baths, they all have their own ways of benefiting you. So if you know, however, especially if it feels like I normally do this, but it doesn't feel like it's working, this is your indication to try something else. But, you know, this is a really good time. Your ancestors want you to cleanse your energy, cleanse your space, declutter if that's what's needed, but basically prepare, make room for these blessings, make room for what you're asking for. Because like I said, some of you, you know, even if you don't see it yet, because it maybe, like I said, because this is coming into June, we're not really in June yet. So this is your indication letting you know how close you really are, right? Just like the 9, when we're at the 9, that's close to the 10, right? Of everything that's been, things that have been weighing you down, this is Spirit letting you know you're very close. You're beyond close, okay? You're so fucking close. So don't give up, keep going, okay? Be resilient, make room, okay? Cleanse your space, cleanse your aura, make sure your energy is in alignment, and make room for what you're asking for, because it's too close. It's too close for comfort, what it feels like. So collective, that's what I have for you. I really hope you guys, this reading was helpful. For those of you that it was, I would trust that you will give it a like, consider subscribing if you have not, and until next time, you guys, happy.